In this video, I want to have an honest and fair conversation about people from India in Canada, what local Canadians are probably thinking behind the scenes. I'm not going to make this mean because I don't actually have any mean thoughts about it. I just want to share some popular clips that have been going around and we'll just honestly discuss it and think about this. So here's just a few clips first. Here, Toronto. Having a party there, having a lot of fun. Let's take a look at the next one. Oh, this is a huge one. This is Toronto 2025, so very recently. Okay, just singing and dancing, very traditional. So this is just what's going on. I don't have any comment yet. I mean, they look like they're out having fun, but there are a lot of people there. So people are thinking about this. They have different thoughts. They're not all negative, but there's, you know, another one there. You get the idea. Downtown Toronto. Look, so I don't have any comment on this yet. I'm just kind of showing sort of the scene, right? And let's just watch this one clip here, and then I'm gonna get into my own analysis.
Gary,
Where are you guys from?
Montreal. Yeah, Brampton.
Brampton.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the best thing about Brampton? Let's start there.
I don't know about like eat food. Yeah.
Best thing about Brampton.
I like this food.
You like the food? Okay. What's the best thing about Montreal?
People, French, beautiful girls.
Beautiful girls.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you would change about the city that you live in? Starting with Montreal.
I would change traffic, police, tickets. I got so many tickets.
So many. Okay. Okay. What's one thing you would change about Brampton?
Yeah, I changed Brampton culture.
Culture.
Yeah.
Like what?
So many Indians, he's saying.
The more come Indians in Brampton, more.
You want more Indians
Yes.
in Brampton.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What's one thing you would change about Brampton?
I don't like English speak. I speak in Hindi. No speak English. Only.
Okay.
I don't like speaking
He's
English.
saying he don't like many people speaking English in Brampton, even though they know how to speak Punjabi. He prefers Punjabi, but people just don't.
Okay, so these guys seem like nice guys to be honest, but I mean the guy here, he's saying he's giving his honest opinion, which is good. Excuse me. He doesn't want people speaking. He doesn't like English. Okay. Well, so you can see, like, you start to get the feel, and there's a million clips that you can go on and see. You get the whole range of opinions here. Now, I haven't shown anything on purpose. Everybody's having a good time. This is all like obviously legal. Everybody's having fun. Nobody's doing anything bad from what I can see. But people, I think, local Canadians do have questions. I'm just going to show one more clip of an Indian Canadian. And this is like, so I'm a Gen X guy. When I grew up, there weren't as many immigrants. So the ones that came in did seem to assimilate, and this is sort of what happened. So this guy's I think he quit the CBC because they were being pathetic. There's a whole story there. I really like him, Travis Danraj. He's interviewing Polyev the other day. Great interview to check out. But just listen how he talks. Look what he's wearing. Listen to what he's saying. Just like a couple things here.
All right. We want to end with some rapid fire. We call this the uncensored rapid fire round. All right. Fire away. Okay. How much do you bench?
I mean, the funny thing about that question is, I mean, this guy is like 100% Canadian, right? So growing up, that's what we talked about. Like, how much do you bench press, right? It's like one guy would ask another guy that type of question. Sort of like a manly thing, a funny thing. And that's just what he wanted to ask him. So the difference is there's sort of this like new explosion since the Trudeau era, starting in 2015, of like just a mass onslaught of immigration from all over. A lot of it's from India. A lot of it is not. Doesn't really matter. I'm just sort of focusing on this today. But when I grew up, it was more like people became, Canadian in this sense where like you couldn't really tell them apart other than skin color. There wasn't like a huge culture. Now we never had like it was always supposed to be a cultural mosaic, meaning you keep your culture, but people just sort of not they went to school together, they assimilated anyway, as you can tell with this guy. Like maybe he eats Indian food at home, he probably likes a lot of Indian stuff. Like to some extent, that's his culture, that's what his parents would be from. And that's just sort of how it was. Now, the honest conversation we need to have is when you look at some of these other clips, you start to think, like, wow, that's a lot of people. Now, are you supposed to feel bad about it? I don't think so. But you are supposed to wonder, like, are they allowed to invite their grandparents over? To what extent? How much of this, should we be allowed to talk about? Like, what do we want here? What do we not want here in terms of cultures? Like, at least on a large scale, what do we want Canada to become? What will it become? Especially if certain groups, they come in younger, they have more kids on average. And also, like, I lived in Asia for a long time, like over a decade. And I would say Western people, when they go there, it's not like they assimilate completely. Obviously, they don't. I'm just thinking like Thailand, for example, they have their own beach parties that are very different from local Thai culture. But one huge difference is they don't get passports, they don't vote on anything. So the Thai government, the Thai people just keep it however they want to keep it. If they think it's too much, they just end it like on the spot, which they would do all the time. They keep exactly the extent. They have no apologies for that. That's all over the world. But in the West, we need to sort of be honest and say, like, to what extent do we want to keep anything that would be traditional Western or Canadian? What could this become if it's just, if we just have people from all over the world that when you have this many together, you can see, especially if they're living in Brampton and stuff, you can see they're around the same culture all the time, which is a different culture. They don't necessarily ever need to become Canadian because you can live in this like subculture for a long time. So I don't have any hate for it at all. I love traveling the world. I love seeing different things, but I think we shouldn't be scared to have an open, honest conversation about what we want, what we think is going to happen, what we want to happen, the mixes of things we want, and what expectations do we have for local people here to how to respond to it, and what do we want? Do we actually expect people to become like the guy showed here? Is this what we're secretly hoping and we're just not saying it? Or are we totally okay as a society where, a huge percentage of people could like completely change the way it is? I just think we need to be honest and kind about it, but at least honest and just have a reasonable conversation. The thing is, if we don't, some of the worst voices locally will start attacking it. There'll be more racism. There'll be like just worse comments coming out, which I think is terrible. So I think everybody else needs to step up and just have an honest and fair conversation about it and just see where that leads us. So love to hear what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.